Hello, I'm Diego. Today I'm here in Paris with Natalie. Hi, Natalie. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Can you please tell me a little bit about yourself and the overview about CSC, please?
Sure, thanks for having me, Diego. Yes, so I've been in the real estate sector for coming up to maybe 30 years now. At CSC, I'm the real assets market leader. CSC is a global asset services business, and we provide asset management servicing to our global clients in the shape of fund admin, accounting, regulatory and compliance, shadow accounting, and also technology and consulting.
As you operate globally, how do you help the asset managers to navigate it through the different regions?
A lot of our client base are global and have a global presence, or are actually even expanding into more areas globally. So we help our clients in relation to providing the traditional fund management, AFM services, things like that. But I think what we've seen currently in the current climate is, and we've heard that a lot from the speakers today, is clients and the investors are wanting their investment managers. So our clients are normally the investment managers or the GPs or the fund managers. The investors are actually wanting more bespoke solutions. So outside the traditional funds, so the traditional fund model is still there, but investors are wanting things like strategic joint ventures, co-investment strategies, separate managed accounts. So we support our clients in providing that framework by undertaking their accounting. We also do the regulatory and compliance. We help them on technology platforms. So we're supporting their delivery of their services to their investors. And at the moment, we're seeing a lot of clients also take this opportunity in a bit of a downturn in transactional volume for the last couple of years to really look at how they future-proof their businesses. And that's in relation to improving the operational efficiency of their platforms. That is not just from a cost perspective, but really getting their businesses ready for scale so they can grow on a more scalable basis. Also, risk mitigation, compliance is getting more difficult, regulation is quite complex, so they want to outsource that function, and that's something we specialize in. So we work with our clients also to help on co-sourcing, outsourcing, and tailor really quite bespoke solutions for them to operationalize that back office. One thing I'd also say, it's also driven by investor demand and investors wanting access to more real-time data, more transparency on returns, etc. And that has meant a lot of the managers have had to, I suppose, put in place new technology to track all of that, and also to reduce reporting and dynamic reporting for its investors. So something else we assist with.
And with such international footprint, what are your clients focusing right now?
There's quite a lot of uncertainty in the market. We've already heard some of the key speakers today. So you've got geopolitical uncertainty, which is probably increasing rather than decreasing currently in Europe. Then we've still got relatively speaking high interest rates and have for a while, and I think the market thought they would really come down quicker than they are. And a lot of our clients, what that means is it's taken longer for our clients to raise new funds. Even if they're a household fund manager, it has taken a long time, and in a lot of cases they've reduced maybe the ask in relation to the fundraising they were initially looking for. We've also seen a number of our clients, where their fund is coming up to the end of its term, seek a continuation of that fund from its investors because it's just not the right time to exit, etc. And I think that's largely what's happening. We also help on financing in relation to, we act on a lot of private credit funds, so we provide loan agency, loan administration, etc. And we are seeing a lot of refinancing take place, but it's largely like with their existing client base. So we're definitely seeing an emergence of more credit funds at the moment. That seems to be a space that there is a real demand for. A lot of those credit funds will want, as part of their mandate, will require the borrowers to inject further capital to secure the refinancing. So we're seeing quite a few new private credit funds in the market with new entrants, big names, but not normally associated with private credit, now looking at that strategy globally, not just in Europe, but also APAC has become quite a focus for private credit, and that's quite nascent there. We're seeing clients design, I'm going to say, quite niche, bespoke investment structures. Now that could be a fund, that could be a co-invest, strategic joint venture, still looking at beds, whether that is residential for rent, so PRS as we know it in the UK, build to rent, or it could be student, senior senior living, affordable housing, social housing, anything along that housing spectrum. A lot of initiatives still, and it seems to be still resonating with the market due to demographics and other things. And we heard a bit today about hospitality. We're definitely seeing a lot more interest in that, as well as logistics. So all the things we've heard, plus, data centers. And I think what's interesting is because we have an oversight of both real estate investments and infrastructure,
Okay.
we're seeing something like data centers and social housing investment initiatives kind of attract both real estate equity allocation as well as infrastructure allocation. So you've got both pools of capital fighting for what is quite a small lot of assets, which I think we've heard today has really increased pricing there. But we're definitely seeing both client groups target some of those common assets.
What do you see as a main benefit to join the GRI Institute?
So I've been a member, I think, coming up to about 4 years now with GRI. From a personal perspective, I've found it kind of essential in relation to developing my network through Europe. I had recently moved, when I first joined, I just moved across from Singapore, being there for a long time. So it really helped fast track my actual industry connections. I've been, the quality and the caliber of the members is actually amazing. And I think we're definitely I've seen even the momentum of growth of GRI over the last 4 years and really becoming a preeminent kind of beacon in relation to thought leadership in the sector. And I think that's obviously where you're wanting to take that. And today, on behalf of our company, CSC, we were delighted to host and sponsor the Women's Leaders Conference in Real Estate this morning. We're a massive supporter of diversity in our business. And we also, in our own, we walk the talk in relation to giving back. And we have a lot of community charity groups that we do internally in the respective communities offices operate in. So we're very happy to be involved in that event today.